Hello there, people. Welcome back, or welcome to the channel. I'm Anthony Goy. As you can see, our technical difficulties seem to be straightened up. Hopefully just keep it that way, so we can continue with the videos. Last video was top 5 teams I felt got better in the offseason. This video will be top 5 teams I feel have stayed even. Maybe got a little better, maybe got a little worse. Nothing dramatic to change the team for either the better or for the worse. And the next video will be top 5 teams I felt got worse in the offseason. For reasons, cap reasons, any number of reasons. As for future videos, with the next week I plan on to start rolling out the season previews for each team. And before the regular season begins, I would like to do a power ranking of the teams. Maybe you can do it every week. Maybe do it once a month. Figure it out before it gets here. And I would also like to do a ranking or a look at each team's goalie tandems. Channel is Anthony Goy, and I have played goalie in the past, and one of the things about hockey I've always liked was the goaltenders. The helmets, the designs on their pads. It's a number of reasons, but that will be a fun video for me, and hopefully for you guys to watch, because it'll be something I'm really love goalies. Alright, let's get to the list. Number 5, we have the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sid the Kid. Man, it seems like yesterday he started in the league. I remember being there for his first game. Right after the locked out season. It was that... Yeah, the arena was rocking that night, and to see him and he got an assist that night, that was a very good, special night for a lot of hockey fans. And now, wow, it's 20 years later, here we are. Does he stay? Be loyal and finish his career out in Pittsburgh? Does he go to somewhere else to chase a cup on last time? Not too long ago, there was a rumor out that he and Pittsburgh have agreed to extension. Haven't heard anything about a signing, so it's still a possibility he can go as this drags on into the season and the season gets further along. This is going to be a huge question for Pittsburgh. As far as their personnel, they really didn't lose a lot. That's Jeff Carter, the main big name, and at this point of career he was basically a fourth liner. So, into a great career. Might have ended great, but he had a good career. They had a Kevin Hayes, which is a very good replacement for what Jeff Carter was. And they also added Sebastian Aho. Not that Sebastian Aho, the other Sebastian Aho from the Islanders. So, they might have got a little better, but for what this team needs and the cap situation they have, maybe the best they can do. That will be 3 years without playoffs. We'll have to see. Number 4 is the New York Islanders. Lou Lamoriello. Any Dallas fan knows what kind of personality he is. And his finger, he's really turned this Islanders team into his own. He's very favored of heavy veteran presence, and that's very evident with these Islanders. They have outstanding goaltending. Sorokin is one of the best in the league. With that, they can always be a threat every year. They only lost the other Sebastian Aho, and they lost Kyle Clutterbuck. But they did sign Anthony Duclair, which, to me, he's very underrated. good speed, good hands, just never seemed to pick up anywhere. He said sign a multi-year deal. Maybe he can stay here on the island for a while and be the player he could be. At number 3, we had the Toronto Maple Leafs. Biggest story right now in hockey is Mitch Marner. Is he going to be traded? Is he going to stay? Is he going to sign an extension? Or is he going to walk into free agency? Quarter 4 has been the Toronto Maple Leafs identity for years now, and it's never seemed to work. Travis also controls his future with a no trade clause, so if he don't want to go, he don't have to. Just like Marner. It will be an interesting story to see what happens with this situation, because it's going to affect Toronto majorly either way. As for their free agency, they basically stayed even. They lost Tyler Bertuzzi to Chicago. That was shocking. TJ Brody also. Muzzin's, he's injured. He's never going to play again. His contract's done. Samsonov went to Vegas. They lost some good players, but they did also get Chris Tanev, which is sorely what they needed, defenseman like that. Max Domi signed. That was big. It was rather Bertuzzi or Domi. And we all know Max's father, Ty Domi, and the legacy he is in Toronto. So to see Domi stay here and stay in Toronto, it's not shocking. Kind of fits. And they signed Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Like this time last year, he signed a 1-year deal with Florida because he just got bought out by Vancouver. And now, a season later, he is a Stanley Cup champion and got a multi-year deal out of it from Toronto. Was he a product of the system of Florida? Or maybe he just went to Florida, found his game, and he's going to be good in Toronto? What to see. It's going to be... Toronto's defense is going to be interesting to watch this year with what they've done, the moves they made. And they also re-signed Joseph Wall to go with the signing of Stolarz as a goalie tandem. Stolarz won the Stanley Cup last year and can be a good tandem goalie. Wall, who hasn't even played 40 regular season games yet, gets his big extension. That's when he has played and been healthy, he has been steady and solid. Let's hope that continues throughout this season so he can be the goalie and help Toronto. This tandem's going to be together for a couple of years, so we'll have to see how this goes. It seems solid on paper. At number 2, we have the Vancouver Canucks. Solid team, shocking. A lot of people didn't pick them to be anywhere as good as they were last year, and here we are. And 1 year later, in free agency, they lost some good players, Zadorov and Lindholm to Boston. Like, they were too big they acquired him during the season. And Lindholm never seemed to fit in Vancouver. Their offense seemed to dip after he got there. So, him going to Boston to be, to be the top center, that's going to help out Boston a lot. And Zadorov too. They also lost Ian Cole and Casey Smith. That defenseman, and by this point he was dismissed with a third string goalie in the playoffs, so nothing major loss. They added Jake DeBrusk, which the salary just seems alright. The term, it's really DeBrusk has been steady, but not what they thought he would be when he picked him in the first round years ago. They re-signed Dakota Joshua Philip Hronik, and Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers this time last year, they were trying to figure a way to trade him. His cap hit was $6 million, but his payout was only $1 million. They tried, and thankfully he didn't, because he was a key part of them this season, and they re-signed him. So he turned his career around. That's very glad. He's been around for a very long time, and like still being at a steady level he is. That's good. Alright, and at number 1, I have the St. Louis Blues. Yeah, 2018 was it? They won a Stanley Cup. Bennington was the hero. Signed a 6-year extension. He had a good year this year. He didn't flip out as much and wanted to fight everybody in the arena like he normally has the past couple of years. He keeps his head straight. He is a good goalie. Only real loss was Kevin Hayes to Pittsburgh. But they re-signed Pavel Buchnevich, and they acquired Matthew Joseph and Alexander Texer. Overall, they seem like they evened out. But the Blues are one of the teams that they have enough talent to get into the playoffs and maybe make a little noise. So according to Benton, can keep his head and be the goalie that he has shown in the past. He's a Stanley Cup winning goalie. Like he's proven he can do it. He's got to keep that head on, and he should be fine. Like he proved last year. Well, that's it. That is the list for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you very soon for the next video. Top 5 teams I felt got worse in the offseason.